Hi, I'm James, a photographer and online media personality in Atlanta, Georgia. This show is my way of sharing some of my favorite home cooking tips to eating restaurant quality meals on a tight budget through recipes I've learned in my travels and also my West African and Southern American roots. This is The Counter. Good morning, my name is James K. Holder II. Some of you may know me as Sir James II. I'd like to welcome you back to The Counter. Today we are continuing our money-saving morning routine series where we aim to save you $10 a day in 10 minutes in your morning. What I have now is my hot water for my breakfast, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our oatmeal. Half a cup. I'm going to add a little bit more to my rolling boiling water because I want a large bowl ready to go. Stir that, and you see it's foaming up. I'm going to quickly add a little bit of salt to this, and then I'm going to reduce the heat from a high rolling boil all the way down to about a 3. This oatmeal will be ready in about 3 or 4 minutes. So, got our tea, got our French press, and today we're making a green tea. Take a scoop, pour it in here, boiling water. And within 2 minutes, this is going to be brewed and ready to go. And the next thing we're going to do is start working on the vinaigrette for our salad. So I'm going to take a bowl here. I'm going to reach into my refrigerator and grab a couple of cloves of garlic. I'm going to grate this right into the bottom of our bowl. Make sure you watch your knuckles. 3 cloves of garlic should be more than enough. The next thing I want to add, Dijon mustard. I'm going to add just a little bit more here. And the last thing, I'm going to toss in some fresh herbs and a little bit of lemon. Cut a little wedge off of our lemon off the side. Pour this right into our same bowl. I'm going to add to this a bit of white balsamic vinegar. Now this is just to get us started. When you make a vinaigrette, you want about a 3-to-1 ratio of olive oil to your vinegar component. So this is the white balsamic vinegar along with our garlic, along with our Dijon mustard. And so that's going to be the start of our base. So first thing, you want to rinse your parsley. So it's been about 3 minutes on our oatmeal. Now that it's coming to this consistency, what I want to do really quickly is just add a little bit of my secret ingredient, brown sugar. This is probably 2 servings of oatmeal, so I'm only going to use 1 tablespoon of brown sugar for this, and then maybe a little bit more, a little bit. And then that's going to be a great start to what I want to have in my flavor profile for my oats. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off on this and let it all come together before I start assembling my bowl. And then the last thing I want to do is just add a dash of cinnamon, which makes everything better. Stir this, put our lid back on, and then finish assembling our vinaigrette. Gonna grab our prosciutto and our lettuce from the fridge, just so they can sit out for a moment. Gonna scoop our fresh parsley into our bowl. So I've got my olive oil, but I'm just going to start up high, pour this in, whisk this in slowly. With the back of my spoon, taste that, and it is perfect. This actually looks really good, very well seasoned. I've already pulled our lettuce out. It's already been washed, and it's ready to go into this dressing. So what I'm gonna do is just pour a little bit into this bowl. I'm gonna start with the dressing with just this. There's nothing worse than having a pre-made salad and you have to pour out your dressing on top of it, and dressing is everywhere and the salad leaves are not appropriately coated. So this way you're making sure that all of your lettuce is properly coated with your perfect dressing that you just made. This looks pretty good for me. Now I'm going to add a couple of things in here, chief among which is going to be our fresh apples. And I'm going to start with our Santoku knife. Rather than core and do pretty wedges on this apple, I'm going to try to cut around the core. What that's going to allow me to do is save time on working around seeds. And we're going to use this whole apple, so I just want to be thorough. Make sure we go through all this. Got our apples just about done, ready to go on our salad and our oatmeal. Apples are a really affordable way to add a lot of flavor and freshness to your salad or anything that you're preparing. So that's the only thing we're actually going to have to cut up today. Now, first thing I want to do is put our oatmeal together. Granny Smith apple, my favorite. I'm going to ladle this on. We get that nice brown sugar, that cinnamon flavor in there. Put on as much as you want. And I'm going to load this up. First thing I'm going to add is our fresh apples. I'm just going to put these off to the side. Next thing, I want to bring in a few other special ingredients, some of these golden raisins. We're going to add some dried cranberries, also known as raisins, to this. These are a little more tart, a little more bite to them. And then the last thing, for a bit of nut flavor, I wanted to add some pecans, but they were not in my budget. So I went for the good old-fashioned sunflower seeds. Everyone remembers having these growing up, but these are just a wonderful way to add that protein without adding a lot to your budget. So this is our oatmeal alongside our tea, which I'm going to go ahead and pour up. If you were preparing this to take out with you, you could absolutely put this salad together in a to-go container. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to use a big platter so that you can see just how beautiful and luscious this salad actually comes out. And we've got our wonderful leaves all spread out. I'm going to cheat this a little bit. This salad looks beautiful, and I don't need much more dressing on it. It actually looks nice and glistening, but I also don't want to waste the dressing that we have. So I'm just going to take this and add a little bit more right in the middle of the salad so I know that all the dressing I want is there and ready to go as I'm digging in. Continue dressing this plate and just build it up tall. Very great salad blend, very affordable. Again, our beautiful apples, which I'm just going to lay right down the center. Beautiful fresh salad. Sunflower seeds, just about a half a cup on there. Around the outside, I'm going to do a little bit of our golden raisins. A few raisins. Big chunk here. And the last special ingredient is our prosciutto. So if you eat pork or if you don't, this is one way that you can add a little bit more flair to this beautiful salad. And if you're a vegetarian, this is a nice filling dish here for you. But all I want to do is take 2 slices of this fresh prosciutto, right? It doesn't need to be cooked. It doesn't need anything done to it. It's perfectly seasoned. It has a good amount of salt in it already, and I'm just gonna rip it up and put it right on top of our salad. If I wanted to go back in and drizzle with a little bit of that remaining dressing, and there we've got our perfect filling oatmeal with our sunflower seeds, raisins, raisins, and apples, and also our beautiful prosciutto salad, spring mix of lettuce, and also our green tea. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode, and I hope that you'll continue to watch future episodes of The Counter weekly. Thank you. Remember to relax, relate, and resist. Whew. I hope you'll try this recipe at home and let me know how it worked out for you. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I want you to retweet this and repeat this video. If you liked what you saw here, make sure to watch future and past episodes of The Counter at www.thecountertv.com. And if you really want to support, make sure to make a donation to the PayPal link. That is www.paypal.me/jkh2. I thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you next week.